Legend of the Phoenix, Yin Yang Balance. Dragons arose and phoenixes alighted, like the potter's wheel turning, like the wheel hub spinning. They circled round and round. Their potency accorded with heaven and earth, and harmonized yin and yang. The ancients saw a harmony in the relationship of all things in heaven and earth. Maintaining this balance was essential for the endurance of all created things. Government of the Austronesian communities, who had chosen the phoenix as their primary tribal totem, was based on the duality of yin and yang, balancing strength and softness, rigidity with flexibility, fire and water. The phoenix was in fact two birds intertwined. The phoenix, known to China as Feng Huang, originally consisted of a separate male, Feng, and a female, Huang, as symbols of yin and yang. Duality of the phoenix personality was graphically shown in important ritual jades, from the two-headed phoenix of the Hemudu, Austronesian mother culture, to the Austronesian Liangzhou culture bicephalous nephrite jade artifacts found in Southeast Asia. For thousands of years, the two heads of the phoenix connected together to form one people, symbolized by a bird born of the sun. Austronesian Batak myth called the bird Manok Hulambojati, a magical chicken with an iron beak and shiny braceleted claws. In the Philippines, Mangyan and Mandaya tribes tell of Limokon, a mystical talking bird who reveals visions and knowledge of war. Like the Batak Manok, the first men were said to have hatched from its eggs. Hiligaynon know the phoenix as the Manaul that perched on the rattan tree from which the first man and woman emerged. The cosmic bird of the Austronesian people has also been called Sarimanok, Tigmamanok, Amihan, and Adarna. Each name describes a specific aspect of the phoenix. As Amihan, it is the gentle celestial bird that directs the global wind patterns for half the year. As the beautiful Adarna, it sings and tells the story of our ancient history. The cosmic bird that became the Austronesian tribal totem goes by many names, but the myths coherently recognize it as one of the first creatures with the deity Bathala. As the Austronesian jade working craft increased in sophistication, personalities of the two birds became more distinct. Both mythical birds became a composite of different creatures. One maintained a predominantly bird-like appearance with crest, wings, and elaborately flamboyant tail. It is the addition of bat-like ears, not naturally found on birds, that bring the cosmic bird into the realm of mythical beasts. Delicate and graceful, this bird may have been the yin, the feminine spiritual half, the morally sound and virtuous phoenix. The second bird took on more mammalian characteristics, with an axe face or snout, fangs and horns, formidable in countenance, the masculine yang, representing the fearsome warriors, the griffin protectors of the eastern lands of gold. There are many areas where phoenix and griffin mythology overlap. Both creatures are known to reject unrighteousness. The griffin will fight to the death to keep evil and corruption out of its territory. They are well known for guarding treasures, sacred sites, and royal families. Griffins were said to have been consecrated to the sun, and some classical civilizations represented them as drawing the chariot of the sun. Likewise, the phoenix was seen as having emerged from the sun, a cosmic bird that carried the sun across the heavens. The phoenix and griffin may have been representations of the two bird-like creatures originating from the Austronesian bird tribe totem. Griffins appear repeatedly in Philippine artifacts. Several examples of gold griffins may be found in the Ayala Museum collection, labeled as Garuda ornaments. The Hindu Garuda was an anthropomorphic creature with an eagle's head and wings, and was seen as an intelligent being with an organized social system. The eagle-like Garuda was the younger brother of the Charioteer of the sun. The Rig Veda portrays the sun as an eagle that flies across the sky, drawing the chariot of the celestial god Vishnu, whose first incarnation was the sun. Bronze griffins appear in Philippine artifacts as hooked ornaments. Some with jingling bells show the clearly defined, bird-like head with a four-pawed mammalian body and tail. A griffin possesses feathered eagle wings and prominent horse-like ears. Some writers describe the tail as a serpent. It is the ears which distinguish the griffin's head from an eagle's head in heraldry. The chimeric griffin was also portrayed at times with a fish tail and was known in the state as the griffin marine. The griffin, like the phoenix, was a creature to fly across the world, over the rivers and seas, from the land of the east. Found together or individually, the phoenix and the griffin would have been the noble ambassadors of the Austronesian bird tribes as they visited and supported their own colonies, as well as making a rare appearance to world civilizations. The phoenix and griffin worked as one, together upholding the two most important things in the ancient world, war and worship, drawing strength from each other in a symbiotic relationship. Yang is born from yin, yin is born from yang. They are in a state of mutual alternation. The four binding cords of heaven communicate with them. Sometimes there is death, sometimes there is birth. Ancient civilizations clearly understood the identity of these birds for thousands of years. Intertwined in a circle, they formed the ultimate symbol of balance and harmony. Was the Yin Yang Symbol a late Neolithic Austronesian design? It repeatedly appears on several nephrite jade artifacts found in the Philippines. During the Western Zhou Dynasty, tile motifs and patterns of phoenixes with large curly tails made their popular appearance. Tiled patterns of the phoenix became a dominant motif, appearing on important bronze ritual food and wine vessels used by the powerful ruling elite. The phoenix also became a primary image in Western Zhou jade used in religious and political ceremonies. Many appreciate the beauty of these artifacts, but few have asked the question, who was this phoenix? And what did the phoenix mean to classical China? Although later dynasties would associate the phoenix with the empress, the Western Zhou dynasty saw the phoenix as a representation of the fabulous bird that embodied the chief of the 360 classes of the winged tribes. During the Han dynasty 2,200 years ago, two phoenixes, one a male, Feng, and the other a female, Huang, were often shown together, facing one another. It was only when China was invaded and ruled by the Mongols during the Yuan dynasty, when the phoenix entwined with the dragon lost its original identity and was seen to represent the empress. During the Yuan dynasty, the two terms were merged to become Feng Huang, but the king of birds came to symbolize the empress when paired with a dragon representing the emperor. Yet memories of Yin Yang, the phoenix and the griffin, continue to tell the story of the children of the sun, transformed into birds that flew over the waters of the earth. Sa pag-awit ng Adarna, nagsasalaysay rin ito ng kasaysayan na para bang ang kwento ng nagdaan ay kailangan sa paghihilom.